Malami, AG that was untouchable during Buhari regime is telling Nigerians there's no democracy. Azomchine, okay? Political commentator Ikenna Azomchine has criticized what he described as contradictions in Nigeria's political discourse, questioning the credibility of certain figures who now speak out about the state of democracy in the country. Speaking during an interview on Trust TV, Azomchine reflected on the role of key officials during the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari and is using it to draw comparison. Okay. So James Olojuku says they have privatized Nigeria to their personal property. While the masses is confused, Nigerians have a very long way to suffer. Which kind? You have a long way to suffer. Abiodun Elijah says they have told us that if you buy with the sword, you will also die by the sword. God bless Nigeria. Al-Amin says, shut up, idiotic psychophone. Tell me during Buhari's regime, how many parties did Buhari or Malami destabilize? You are an idiot who is in the payroll of the emperor, who sees the handwriting clearly. He's going to lose a free and fair election. Definitely. He's going to lose it though. Ubakede says, confused, greedy politicians, the chicken has come home to roost. Gift Abiyama says, don't mind the zombie. He's among those who buy democracy in this zoo republic when he was busy giving innocent people jungle justice. He didn't know Nigeria will happen to him one day. That's Malami. And he who buys by the sword will also buy by the sword. That's the law of karma. Alexander says, when you are enjoying milk and honey, trampling on people's rights, sponsoring and defending bloodthirsty demons, buying innocent citizens, that was democracy, right? I wish this probe will end in reality. According to democratic law, I really hope so. It would have been better, but last, na empty threats. At the end of the day, they might just release them or something. But we'll probably not hear anything about the probing again. Jepa says, so Wiki and the rest with Tinubu today should learn. Wiki, learn. Let's hope so. Babatunde Olani said, look at this Indian hemp smoker. Are you not part of the group that didn't allow Buhari to succeed or work for Nigerians because you want to steal? Don't worry, all of you will account for all your deeds on the day of judgment. I'm very sure Buhari is there, answering to his own questions already. When Yema Wadike says he has set precedent, he should not complain. Clement said this regime is probably the worst. It's not probably the worst, it is the worst. It is the worst. It's so bad to the point that you are now missing Buhari's regime. Like, it was not this terrible during Buhari's regime. They were not buying people like this. The country was not this hard, even during Buhari's regime. Buhari's regime too was bad, but it's not this bad. This one is bad. It's terrible. Stephen Okodele says, stupid terrorist. There's time for everything in life. This is time for payback. Criminal bastard. Irabo says no condition is permanent and all positions are tenured. Ojuku Damian says he was pinching people during Buhari. That time, there's democracy. Now they are pinching it. There's no democracy. Don't mind him. Don't know people say it's turn by turn. No. It gets to all of them, including the incumbents. Risha says Nigeria breakfast. Now by turn, everybody go chop breakfast. Efla says, life na turn by turn, for good or bad. Oga, wetin you do MNK? Na anything they do you now, so make you enjoy them. Vincent says, they are really seeing the vagaries of life. This is a man that defied laws when he was in power. Yes, when he was in power, he was just doing anyhow. Now they've arrested you, you are saying there is no democracy, blah, blah, blah. When Mekere says no democracy, then Buhari regime or now Tinubu regime. These are the same people that wants to come and bury us finally. God do not allow them. Muidin says, yes, zombies are celebrating him. Ayemiola says, nothing lasts forever. Olida says, after Nigeria has happened to him, different stroke for everybody now, so he would never have imagined that this would happen to him. Yax Gary says, no wahala, even those bragging of touching the untouchable must be touched by some electric shock someday soon. Yes, so whether they like it or not. Olabode says there's no democracy, but he wanted to contest. He said, leave the idiot man. Romanus Odo says, when Northern are president, Nigerian law will stop working. Then they'll start behaving like animals. That is why Nigeria is running down every day. See, part of the people that have really joined us back in this country are definitely the northerners. If we go 4 steps forward, they take us like 10 steps backward. Those people, it is well. When Kachi says, no mess is bad, very callous, cruel, and wicked AG. Nothing lasts forever. Dozie says, let him have a feel of what most Nigerians are experiencing daily. He's not even experiencing it. I'm sure that even in that place that they kept him, there's probably AC there. He probably has a room. He's not feeling it. He's not feeling anything. The only thing that he probably doesn't have is his freedom to go anywhere that he wants to go. Wike says, yes, Nigeria has happened to him. Karma is real and active. Peter Ade says, power is transient. Don't dish out what you cannot ensure to others. Dele says, hypocrites like Malami, who was actually untouchable while ruling with Buhari, surprises me to have said there is no democracy. After all he had acquired for good 8 years as an attorney general, and whose office then was a shadow of itself by overlooking illegalities. Don't mind him. Ezekiel Olushola says, when they are benefiting from a system, no matter how bad it is, they defend it. Exactly. That is why the ones there right now, the APCs, all of them, that is why they are defending this person, because it is benefiting them. It is really benefiting them. So they would rather have him. They know that the country is bad. They know. They know that this person is not there to even do anything. But because they are also taking from it, they are benefiting from it, they would rather just want him to continue to be there, rather than actually put somebody that would fix the country there. That is it. But if they are not benefiting from it, they begin to oppose it and suddenly turn into the defender of the masses. Don't mind them. Because 837 says, because the pie has shown him more, that's why the system is bad. As they did the Jews, so it should be done to the Gentiles. Somebody shout power. Power. Adebi says, crazy man, whatever at the beginning must surely have an end. Water have dried up on top of Malami fish. Omitted belly. Uzodinma says they should use the law he never expected and destroyed to put him in jail for life. Mafili says politicians in power don't learn lessons. They don't. They think they'll be there forever. And it's not possible. Fabian is playing God now. Tomorrow, the fate of Malami will be his. Francis Anozie says he's a madman. I'm telling him he left behind the best justice system in the world. In fact, the most incorrupt. Okay? Adeyemi says foolish criminals who do not care about the progress of the nation. Fulanis contributed to 99% of the nation's backwardness. Yes, so they did. They are the ones. These are my listeners. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.